Ladies and gentlemen, hello, and you are watching TTV News, some latest events in the province. And now coming to details. Ladies and gentlemen, in the afternoon of May 24, Chairman of the Bronzo People Committee, Nguyễn Thanh Ngọc, head up the steering committee for Bronzo Disease Transformation, head up the Bronzo Working Group on the implementation of Project R6, chair a meeting of the steering committee, and directed a number of important contents.
Attending the meeting, they also were standing by Chairman of Provincial People's Committee, Võ Đức Trong, Deputy Head of the Steering Committee. Up to now, the keywords of the digital transformation and Project 6 in the province have been basically guaranteed on schedule and achieve positive results. The people and businesses agree, support, and appreciate contributing to promoting digital transformation, promoting administrative reform, serving economic and social development. As of May the 15th, the National Database of Population has officially connected with 100% of departments and branches. The rate of renting citizens' identity cards to the people reached 98.3%. The rate of application for electronic identification reached for 56.8%, and data cleaning across the province reached 99.6%. Concluding the meeting, Chairman of Provincial People's Committee Nguyễn Thanh Ngọc, head of the steering committee, requested the departments, the People's Committee of the District, Town and Tenant City, to focus on further understanding and organizing the implementation of data generation and implementation, good data mining, pay attention to and promote e-commerce, non-cash payment, pay attention to and improve the effectiveness of the community digital technology team, and focus on training digital transformation for the civil servants, public employees, and the people in the province.
The survey team led by Mr. Nguyễn Hồng Thanh, head of the legal department of the Bronzo People Council, had a meeting and survey with the judicial authorities of the city.
The current problem is the overload of the number of jobs of the enforcers, along with many factors that cause difficulties and obstacles to the civil judgment enforcement work. And Mr. Lai Vũ Hiếu Tùng, Director of the City Civil Judgment Execution Sub-Department, said that from the beginning of the year until now, the total number of cases to be executed is over 1,800, in which the number of completed work is only less than a quarter, and the number of outstanding records is quite large. The Civil Judgment Execution Sub-Department of the city has analyzed the causes leading to difficulties in judgment enforcement. Cases related to land are affected by market fluctuations. Many cases have been destroyed from auction many times but have not been sold, affecting the judgment enforcement. In addition, judgment enforcement agencies face difficulties in verifying judgment execution conditions at the credit institutions and banks, and there are also many cases where banks are slow to respond or do not respond, and leading to a longer time of organizing judgment enforcement. And similarly, in Tân Biên districts, the civil judgment enforcement in the district has also faced many difficulties, and judgment enforcement agencies have not had a solution to completely prevent the dispersion of assets to avoid judgment enforcement. Currently, the civil, marriage, and family disputes in Tân Biên district have increased again. The nature of the case is increasing in complexity, and in particular, the biggest difficulty is the organization of judgment enforcement is that the verification of the property is the land use right of the judgment debtor is incomplete. In addition, judgment debtors often disperse their assets before the judgment took effect, or even before the case were requested to be resolved by the court, and therefore, at the stage of judgment enforcement, the judgment debtor has neither assets nor a stable occupation to apply coercive judgment enforcement measures. The Tân Biên District Procuracy suggested that the functional agencies better coordinate with the Civil Judgment Enforcement Agency. In particular, it is recommended that the Land Registration Office of the Province Tân Biên District Branch have a solution to provide all information of land use rights in the area to best protect the interests of the people, limiting the situation of property dispersal.
Ladies and gentlemen, since the end of April, with the hot weather, the demand for electricity has increased. Therefore, saving electricity is one of the important and urgent solutions, contributing to ensuring enough electricity for economic development and social life in the coming time.
According to a report of the non-power company, during the recent heat wave, the demand for electricity in the province increased very high. Electricity load has increased to a new record of over 17 million kilowatts, an increase of 17% over the same period in 2022. Many lines and substations have to operate on full load and are frequently overloaded, leading to some local failures of the power grid, causing interruption of power supply. It is forecasted that the amount of electricity use will continue to increase, and therefore, in order to avoid overload, the power company suggested that agencies, unions, and business establishments in the province need to effectively implement measures to save electricity and together with the electricity sector in this difficult period. In addition, customers should install a customer care application on their mobile phones so that they can monitor their family's electricity usage and actively adjust their electricity usage habits to save the money. And ladies and gentlemen, Baden Costa Airport is one of the famous big cities of the land that is loved by many people, and currently the Costa Airport trade is growing quite strongly here. The Costa Airport growing area is also located in the area that is likely to develop into a high-tech agricultural area also. And the province's famous Costa Airport growing area currently covers an area of about 300 hectares, mainly concentrated in Thanh Tân commune of Tây Ninh City, and in which about 25 hectares are planted according to Vietgap standards. The people and the farmers growing Costa Apple in the area are using groundwater for irrigation. In recent years, the agricultural sector of Tây Ninh has mobilized people to apply science and technology to prevent pests and diseases, not to use toxic chemicals, and to carry out food packaging. And remembering that the Costa Apple gardens have harvest products that meet both clean standards and have good yields, saving investment costs also. And Baden Costa Apple fruit in the province is also recognized as an OCOB product of the province. According to the project on agricultural production areas, with the high-tech agricultural application of the province, TayNinhTV is oriented to support farmers to apply Vietgap standards to form a specialized Costa Apple farming area serving the raw materials for Thanh Tân Food Processing Factory in Thanh Tân Commune of Tây Ninh City, with a budget of 70 billion Vietnam dong from socialization sources. And on the occasion of the birthday in 2023, birthday calendar of 2567, on the morning of May the 24th, the delegation of the Ninh province, led by Mr. Hồ Đức Hải, Vice Chairman of the Vietnam Phalang Front Committee of the province, has a meeting, visit, and congratulate the birthday organizations and individuals in the province. At the Executive Board of the Vietnam Birthday Sangha in the Ninh province, on behalf of the delegation, Vice Chairman of the Vietnam Phalang Front Committee of the Ninh province, Hồ Đức Hải, visited and presented many gifts to Venerable TayNinhTV, head of the Executive Board of the Vietnam Birthday Sangha, together with the dignitaries in the Executive Board, congratulated the Buddha's birthday in 2023 to the full, peaceful, and meaningful. On the same day, the delegation also visited the Mai Ngang shelter sponsoring facilities belonging to Cẩm Phong Bờ Culture in Cẩm Giang Commune of Gò Dầu District. This is a birthday worship facility that has made many contributions to the social welfare work, taking care of the lonely and elderly. And on May the 22nd of 2023, the Hưng Đạo Secondary School of the Ninh City held a ceremony to honor students and people with high achievements in the exams for the 2022 and 2023 school year. Through competitors for excellent students, physical training and sport, the Hưng Đạo Secondary School has 30 students won the prizes in the provincial competition for excellent students from the first prize to consolation prize. 6 students won the second and third prizes of the ACBI English Talent Competition, and 4 students won the second prize in the Provincial Science Technology Competition, and nearly 100 students achieved high achievements sport for activities around the province and the city. And on this occasion, the school and the board of representatives of the parents of the school also commended and awarded for the student Nguyễn Cao Gia Kim at the class 9A1, who won the bronze medal of the International Math Competition for school in Singapore and the Asia region.
Ladies and gentlemen, in the past time, along with successfully completing the task of training, being ready to fly and practicing display, The 54 Infantry Company TayNinhTV Military Command always attaching importance to promoting the roles and responsibilities of officer and soldier in the construction of the environment in the unit.
In recent years, in addition to successfully completing the task of being on duty, ready to fight, officers and soldiers of the 54 Infantry Company, the front office of the TayNinhTV has also promoted internal resources, actively cared for and consolidated the scene and the environment itself green, clean and beautiful, contributing to creating a harmonious and united atmosphere in the unit. When you come to the 54 Infantry Company in TayNinhTV Command, the space surrounding on the spacious and solid houses is filled with green colors of trees and flowers, and on internal roads and in the areas, the system of billboards, slogans, posters are arranged in harmony and eye-catching, enhancing the beauty of the landscape and also the environment of the unit. And to have a green space like today is a great effort and determination work of the unit's officers and soldiers over the years, with the motto of self-reliance and self-overcome difficulties, and officers and soldiers in the unit always enhance education, right awareness, and responsibility in building and strengthening the environment and unit barracks in the direction of green, clean, and beautiful. Building a contingent of course party members and the masses with solid political acumen, doing well in education politics, law dissemination, to raise awareness and responsibility for officers and soldiers in this unit's construction. Besides, in order to encourage the spirit, create motivation to promote the emulation movement to win in 2023, in association with the local patriotic emulation movements, the unit has actively done a good job of launching the contest, raised in regular requests as well as threat emulation. In addition, the training and physical training for soldiers at the 54 Infantry Company, TayNinhTV Military Command has always been interested by commanders at all levels, with many effective contents and measures, turning the training into action, physical training from a requirement to a self-conscious need of the Army. The system of your infrastructure and training materials is also invested by the leader of the TayNinhTV Military Command and the company to ensure the adequate and appropriate instruction. Sports such as swimming, football, volleyball, apparel, fitness club, etc. were also established in the unit, attracting the officers and soldiers to participate in and doing exercise. In addition, the unit took advantage of existing facilities to improve the quality of training and physical training for the officers and soldiers, and the unit has regularly done a good job of coordinating with the officers and soldiers in the units to organize well the activities of conscious sport and doing exercise during the day, of creating a healthy and useful playground for the youth, the union members, and to feel secure in their thoughts, successful and complete on assigned tasks. In order to have a bright, green and clean, beautiful barracks as it is today, in addition to the investment attention of the superiors, over the years, the unit has extracted funds and mobilized the maximum efforts and intelligence of the officers and soldiers, and solidly built internal road system, production increased area, sport facilities, entertainment area, planting suitable trees and flowers in the campus, and timely praised the reward collective and individuals with outstanding and typical achievements, cheering and encouraging the spirit of corps and soldiers, bringing the emulation movement to build and manage green, clean and beautiful regular barracks more and more deeply and achieving practical results.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's all for today TTV News. Thank you for watching and see you next time.